What's up, alchemists? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riven here, and today we're here with our first alchemic coding journey. And just like every alchemist needs their tools,
water 35 liters, carbon 20 kilograms.
Every programmer needs the right environment. So we're going to jump right into this to discuss where to find Python, Visual Code, and Thani, and how to install them. The first application we need is python.org. This is going to be a main application and programming language that we're going to use to go ahead and manipulate our data, write our scripts, and just learn how to program. So to get to this, you can click on python.org. You can click on downloads, and you can click right on Python 3.11.5. We'll download it for you. If you need a different version, you can come right to it, right down to here. Click on this, and we'll come down and you can grab something for a different version of like your operating system. You can get Macs, you can get Linux. Once you download it, like a typical application, you're going to go ahead and install it, follow the prompts on the screen that pop up. The only thing you may have to do after you install it is you can go into settings. You will click on about, and then you go to advanced system settings. You can go to environment variables, and environment variables, under system variables, you'll find the path. You click edit, and you're going to add it in wherever you just installed your Python path. You go ahead and edit, click OK. You may need to reboot for that path to take effect. And the reason why we do that is now that we have Python in our path, we can call Python from anywhere. You won't actually have to call it from program files, Python 3.11. We can run python.exe from anywhere in our terminal, which will be helpful to us when we're running Visual Code. So now Python's fully installed. We're gonna move on to Visual Code. So Visual Code, code.visualstudio.com. You can download right from here, or if you want to find a different environment or a different version for Mac or Linux, you can download from here. You'll click download, and it will download the same thing. Follow the instructions on the screen, install it, and be done. There's nothing with the path we need to do for Visual Code. We'll click on Visual Studio. This is going to open up with like your welcome screen. You may not have this. You may have some different things you can click on that will say, set your themes, install an extension. One place you're going to is the extensions. It looks like a little Tetris icon. So you click on the extensions, and you're going to look for Python. You click on that, and then for you, you're going to have install it, and then you're going to type in Jupyter. And this is going to be where I like Jupyter Notebook. If you don't know what Jupyter Notebook is, it's actually a very cool where we can treat things like a notebook. We can run code in one place, we can do analysis in another without having to write a script and comment out things constantly. So the same thing, you'll install it. So now you have that all installed, all your extensions are there. We're going to click on a new file, and it's going to ask you, well, what type of file do you want? You want a text file, Python file, or Jupyter Notebook? For us, we're going to be working in Jupyter Notebooks all the time. Jupyter Notebooks, I think it's just very easy to process code. And when you run it, this is what it looks like. So now you actually have your first notebook, your first line in your notebook. You can do another one and another one and another one. It's like literally having a notebook with like your different lines where you can write your sentences. This is how we're building our code. This is going to be where we run our first code. Drop a comment below and let me know what ARPG spell or type of like formula you would love to write in Python. So we're going to go ahead and make our first script. We're going to do print, and we're going to type in hello alchemists. Type, I'd be dangerous. Print hello alchemists, and then you can either press the play button right here, execute, or you can actually control enter. And then it's going to ask you, well, I know that we have Python installed, but it's possible that you might have multiple versions of Python installed on the computer. For you, you probably only have 3.11.5. So we're going to choose that. It's going to load it. It's going to load the Python environment in. It's going to run the print statement we just gave it, and print alchemist. We can actually take this and we can show you Thani. So now we wrote our very first code, and this is just taking it and debugging your code. So it's going to take the print statement. It's going to look to everything to the right first. It's going to load hello alchemist. It's going to take it, and it's going to print it out for us. If you want to look, a little bit deeper, we can take that again. This list here, and it's going to show us that it's going to take everything to the right of the equal sign and do load A into memory, B into memory, C into memory, and loads all that into the X variable. It then takes the Y variable, takes all of X, assigns it to Y, looks at X. We're going to use the property append and add D to the end of ABC, and then we'll print Y. And because Y is assigned to X, we get ABCD. And I know this is kind of like, oh, wait, what are you talking about? We'll go into more detail about this, but I really just want to show you what's nice about Thani is that you can really step through your whole program. So if you end up having issues, something's not running correctly, or if you want to understand how code is actually working, Thani's a great way to look at it and understand what's happening every single line of your code. You can learn and understand what's happening. So we'll be using Thani a lot as we're building our classes and our functions, so we can see how things are being assigned to each other and how it's all actually working. Now with your tools in hand, you're ready to dive in deeper into the world of Python alchemy. So stay tuned for our next lesson. Next time we'll be summoning our very first Python script. be more in depth than just a print one. We'll get into variables and a bunch of other stuff involving our Python script. So if you found this installation guide helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your fellow aspiring alchemists, and subscribe for more Python magic. Remember to keep on transmuting, keep on learning, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.